us out to play, and the wind blows chill only for a moment, then everything stood still.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12.
Walk without the pain.
Hey, where's the volume? Turn that down.
Above the clouds,
Turn
blue skies without the rain.
Where's that coming from?
Someone told us to sit still.
Something's wrong there. Oh,
Because from here on
wrong
out,
one.
it's all downhill.
There we go. Get the right button there, dude. Jeez. Hit the right thing. Click the right thing. Click that. Click that. Click that. Ta-da! Oh, yeah. Oh, it's me. Here I am. What am I doing in there? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm trying to copy some files over, and everything's just going slow, slow, slow. It's taking its time. I got a video that I'm going to share if it ever copies over to the computer. I have no idea why going from my phone to my computer via Wi-Fi takes so long to upload or to copy a file over. It shouldn't take that long, but it does. Anyway, so what is it? It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. And I've got the green screen on today, in case you haven't noticed. Or do I have the green screen on, or do I have a blue shirt on? Uh-oh, my shirt's screwed up. That light's on, that light's on, that light's on. That acts kind of weird. Let's make an adjustment here. I haven't had my green screen on in a while, so lighting may be different. Let's fix that right there. Adjust that. Let's go back to here and make sure that's adjusted. Actually, we can put that on and put that as a background. And there we go. Let the backgrounds go on their own. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Jim's over here on Periscope says, "Hi, Danny." Finally. Yeah, finally I get things turned on, right? Are all my cameras on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's do a camera check. Camera check, everybody. Camera 1. Camera 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, moron. Okay, camera 2. Camera 3. Camera 4. Camera 5. What the heck is wrong with that one? Can I adjust that one? Color adjust. Auto. Just dim that down a little bit. Jeez, what's going on here? Wow. Saturation and much. Turn that. Oh, there it is right there. Let's do auto. Let's turn the saturation down a little bit. And then turn the brightness down a little bit. How's that? That's too much. Turn that down a little. There we go. I have no idea why it's supposed to be automatically balancing, but this wide angle camera here, you never know. And anyway, these cameras are also different. I don't take the time. If I was to be doing a real actual production, I would go through every camera meticulously and adjust all the color settings and everything. Like right now, my shirt's like super dark when it should be blue, like that. But it also has an effect because of the green screen that I'm adjusting as we go here. So this one doesn't have the green screen on. So maybe I should brighten it up a little bit so you can see the shirt. There we go. So maybe that is okay. Shut up, Danny. Now I can go in here. Does anybody care? Does anybody know what time it is? Does anybody really care? So there we go. The color key. Click on that, and the green screen goes there. And that didn't work too well. I'm supposed to click on here, And that's supposed to go away, and now it's stuck. Everybody in my computer's stuck. Try to do things, and things just freeze up. Oh my goodness, what just happened? You have to excuse me. I've got that's open, that's open, that's open. Okay, so that actually worked there. Now I can adjust that screen behind me a little. And then turn the background on. And there. So it's for me, it's just kind of fun playing with all this stuff. But anyway, let's shut up. It's already 7 minutes in, and I haven't done anything yet. So let me go to the main camera, turn that one off, and the automatic thing should work on its own. So I'm just going to hit the button and let the automatic thing scroll. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm not sure exactly what's working, what's not. The video is almost copied over, so we'll take a break in a minute and we'll check the video. Let's play something. I have no idea what to play, so let's just make something up, right? Gotta turn stuff on though. Drums, right? Kick this guy. Turn that off. All right, so drums. Trust me, it's playing. It really is. I just have to push the button. Now you hear that tom in the background right there? Yeah, the tom. That's my trigger. I use that trigger to turn on and off the drums. Let's go back to Mars. Hey, the Colonel's in the room. Hello, Colonel. I told my assistant to come down here and tune my guitar earlier, but can't get people to do anything, especially when you don't have an assistant. It's hard to get them to do something. Hey, Stacy, if you're still there, howdy. I mean, howdy. That's fun to add all the parts together. There's a bass. No, that's piano. Where's the bass? Now, if you don't hear that, you need some headphones. And some good headphones. The bass guy says bass warning because he's an amazing bass player. But you gotta have some good headphones and a good sound system when you're watching. When you're listening to music on the internet. Alright, so it looks like my video has copied over, I think. Let's see if I can pull up the video. This is I've been planning on doing one of these for a long time. Let's add some background music just to have this going. Some strings. Let's see if I can find the video now. I go in here and I go click on here and I click on browse. I click on there and I click on there and I click on this and I go to there. Click on that. Click on videos, click on there, and there should be a video of, oh, there she is, yeah. Uh-oh, which one is it? I think it's this one. We're going to show a video of the Sammy Gator, or as I like to call her sometimes, the Samosaurus. Look at my hair, it's a mess. I'm having a bad hair month. I need a haircut. I know. An old guy like me, I get my hair thin. Whenever I get my hair cut, they also thin it because it's too thick for them to do a nice cut. All I gotta say is I got lucky on that draw. Both sides of the family had good hair, so there we go. This is the Sammy Gator. Well, her name is Samantha, and we call her Sammy. We call her Sam. We call her Shithead. We call her. Did I say that? That's only when she's getting into stuff. Get out of that shithead. I'm kidding. Sometimes. Sammy Gator, Samosaurus, Samosaurus Rex, Samodactyl. That's only when she's in her flying mode because she can leap. I'm telling you. Let's see. Hit that button off. How's everybody doing, by the way? Espresso Jim says possibly overkill, I think. Let's see. Here we go. This is a daily thing that I have to do because Sam likes to play. She wants to play, so I have to entertain her by being her chew toy. And at the same time, I'm training her to fight to protect her from coyotes because coyote happens, and so that's not the dog. That's not a dog. That's a dragonfly. Just for any of you out there that don't know the difference between a dog and a dragonfly, that's a dragonfly. Oh, brother, I gotta spell things out to people. All right, here we go. I think this should work. There we go. Oh no, I'm gonna. This is her actually just being nice and doing tricks. Shake. Her balance isn't that great yet. I keep trying to work on her balance. Okay, come here. She's a pretty smart dog. So let me pull up the other video. Now she's looking at the camera. She's like, I'm turning the camera off, so she's like looking at me like, what are you doing with that thing? All right, so here's the other one that I was going to show you. likes to wrestle. And she likes to bite. Harassing Sammy? Look at her, she's chewing on me. Yeah, she wears me out. She is tired, but she kicks back in pretty well. She gets tired, but just for a few seconds, then she wants to keep playing. So that's my Sammy Gator. She likes to play rough. And hey, Sandra's over here on somewhere else. I'm not going to tell anybody where she's at, but Sandra's here. Hey, Sandra, how you doing? Hope everything's going okay. I've got a gap in my screen because I wasn't planning on pulling out the electric guitar, and I wasn't planning on pulling out the bass guitar, but I'm playing along in this music I just made up, and I'm like, you know, I just need an electric guitar for that. Happy New Year, Sandra. So yeah, that was my. If you missed it, Sandra, you can watch the replay. But also, it's on Facebook. I uploaded the video of me playing with Sam, and she's she's quite the entertaining dog. So I'm not sure if some of you heard the story, but a few weeks ago, we have the back of our property looks out over a clearing. There's houses down below and stuff, but there is an open area behind our property, and we quite often get coyotes in the property, and they will jump over our fence, and sometimes during different times of the year they will eat some of the palm berries that are in the backyard. Let me click on this right here so we can have something going in the background. They'll eat palm berries that are in the backyard, which is really not a meal for them. It's just, I don't know, it can't be that good for them because there's hardly any in it. But so they come in the yard and they're looking for stuff. But now that Sammy's here, one coyote in particular found interest in her. Now we've had some in the back, some young ones. There were some puppies back there. They weren't puppies, but they were still, they were pretty young. I could tell. There was about 2 or 3 of them in the back one night, and she was outside running around with them. I opened the back door. There wasn't any barking or anything. There was just running around, chaos. Open the back door, and she comes running up to the back door like, look, I found some new friends. And then there's like two right there, I could tell, but I think there was another one off to the side, but there was 2 of them staring right at me going, dude, we were playing. What do you, bring her back out. So that's all good and fun for one thing, but it's not good in the long term because if Sam gets a little too acclimated to some of the nice coyotes, there are other ones that they will gang up on her. But there was one here a few weeks ago that decided she wanted to express upon Sam that the backyard was her territory or its territory. So it came up and it was actually taunting Sam. And I went outside with Sam after a while, after the coyote supposedly left, went to the back, and I happened to grab a broom handle that's at the back door anyway. Happened to grab it, go into the back, and Sam takes off up the hill to the fence where the coyote is on the other side of the fence. And the coyote actually is Sam's jumping at the coyote on the other side of the fence. The coyote jumps over the fence, Sam comes running down the hill, there's a hill right there, and comes round the corner right in front of me like a bolt of black fur, and the coyote is right behind her snapping at her and did not notice me. And I'm right there. The coyote is right at my feet, and I yelled at the coyote, get out of here, as I swung the broom handle down. Just barely missed it. But the coyote took off. I have not seen the coyote in the yard since. But it's not going to say it's not going to come back. But I think it pretty much defined this is not your territory. Hopefully, I mean, other people said, oh, you need to get a gun and shoot it. I'm like, we're in a rural area. We're in town. We can't shoot guns. You even in this town, Carlsbad, California, you actually have to have permission to fire a BB gun. I looked it up. But also, there's houses just below that clearing. And if I was to fire a gun, there's no telling who I could hit. I could shoot someone else's dog, inadvertently. But there's also people said, "Oh, build a taller fence." I'm like, there's like 80 feet of fence line on each side, and about another 50 or more across. So that's really expensive if you're going to build a tall fence. Oh, well. But anyway. So we go back there, we go outside with her, and it's pretty safe. I don't think there's any problems. But I'm not scared of any coyotes. I've had interactions with coyotes for years and years, and I pretty much know how to handle them. And Sandra says, I asked her how she's doing. She said, all great, thanks, hope the same to you. Yes, everything's going well, except for that gap. In my life, there's a gap. I have a gap in my life, and it's right there in that corner, right there. There's a gap in my life. I need to fill this void. I need to fill a void in my life, and right there. Okay, everything's perfect now, except for this is in the way. Jim says, you just don't know how to handle us. That's true, I don't. I'm going to turn this just a little bit, see if I can scooch that out of view. There you go. All that was the corner of the desk with the headphones, so it was, like I said earlier, I wasn't planning on getting the electric guitar because they're actually behind the curtain. Is the electric guitar and the bass guitar. I'm like, fine, so I just pulled the curtain up and grabbed the electric guitar. I don't know how to handle diddly. Jim says, you just don't know how to handle us? I don't know how to handle squat. I know how to handle this. You know how much hassle I had to go through to program my looping system to record what I want it to record and not record this stuff. Because it's all going through the same mixing board. Am I wasting everybody's time? I'm going to just sit here and do this, right? I think I need to go slower. Is it 6 o'clock yet? Larry's here. AKA Woodchuck. If a woodchuck could chuck wood, a woodchuck could chuck wood, chuck wood. That looks weird. What the heck is this all about? Save that one. That was kind of fun. Just made that up. What are we going to call that one? First have to name it by the date. So it's a 20th year. Oh, there's still crowds rolling. And it's first month, 6th day. That's a real flute. Did you notice that? I'm going to explain some of these things here. This is really cool. And let's see. I don't know, it just popped in my head. I never know what to name instrumentals, but what just popped in my head was Magical Moment. And that sounds really cornball. But that's the first thing that popped in my head. I just had a magical moment. It just felt really good to play that and make it up. So, anybody else have any thoughts on what to call it other than magical moment? I have one instrumental piece I call Beautiful, and that was just the first thing that popped in my head when I listened to it. All it is a guitar and a flute. Maybe I should play it for you right now. Okay, so, I gotta save this one. Gotta save this magical moment. You know what's really funny is the instrumental that I called Beautiful, when people heard it for the first time, they're like, oh my God, that's beautiful. I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's amazing. How'd you know? So yeah, I didn't plan on doing anything. I just hit the frog and just wanted a clock ticking and just added to it. I'm like, oh, I can add a guitar to that. Let's add some strings to it. Let's add this thing here. And this is called so the strings here are called Too Bad. So it's on my Korg keyboard, and if I hit this, it automatically does this crescendo effect. So it does a weird thing where it hits a higher note and then it drops down to a fifth below. So if I hit an A here, it drops down to an E, and then that drops down to a B. So it's really kind of a cool sound if you do it right or if you use it right. Otherwise, it can be really out of tune if you're doing it wrong. But when you play chords on it, it's really awesome sound. So that's already programmed in there. One of the other sounds I used was this sound that I created a long time ago. I call this one Locust, because I'm going to play it for you. Just doing chords and stuff, it just has a kind of a buzzing sound. It's kind of a cool sound all by itself, but if I hold the notes down, it does a buzzing. It does kind of a locust sound in the background. Let's see if you can catch it. I have the sustain on, that fades away, and then it comes back. So it fluctuates, but as it fades away, it sounds like locusts in the background. Or as some people call them, cicadas. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra said Magical Moment fits perfectly. She said it's a beautiful song. Thank you so much. I'm going to save that. What I'm going to do with that is there's a bunch of pieces on my Reverb Nation account and my Bandcamp account that I actually performed live on this with the looping thing, and then I went back later and I took that and I mixed it down, so I'd start recording this as I'm mixing it, and I mix down what I've done here, and then I'll finish that and then I'll upload that, so you'll be able to you can actually buy this and you can say, you know what, I heard when you did that for the very first time, if anybody cares. And then I added drums in there with the clicking. You can say, you know what, that sound right there? That's a frog. I knew that. That's a frog. It's supposed to be a frog. But if it's got those ridges on the back, if you see those ridges on the back, and if you do it a certain way, it's supposed to sound like a frog. But it's really cool. I like the sound of it. It's got its own mallet. I got that for Christmas. Isn't that cool? It's been, I don't know how they did it, but they hollowed it out on the inside down here. That took a lot of work. So anyway, that's the frog, and that's what I did this with. All right, so let's do something else. I haven't done any cover tunes, so let's stick with that, and let's just do another original tune while we're sitting here. This is an old one called Don't Fall in Love. One of my original tunes is actually being flagged on YouTube as having the same melody as another song. And I don't know what it is that is the same melody. Let's see, which one is it? I think it's Flowers Don't Grow. Yeah, I think it's Flowers Don't Grow, and YouTube is flagging as sounding like a song called Cold Steel, and I can't find any song that sounds anything like it named Cold Steel. So I'm disputing it, and they need to take that off of there. Oh, what was I going to do? I forgot already. Let's turn this off and reset that. Don't Fall in Love. It's an oldie I did a long, long time ago. If I can remember how to do it now. It's a long time.
just now dawned on me today, as I was crying out this rainy afternoon, that the love I've been working so hard for gave me no chance and died away too soon. A wise man told me yesterday, boy, don't fall in love. Man could spend his whole eternity wasting time wishing on stars that never fall, on foolish dreams that refuse to set him free from the fact that he never learned to love at all. A wise man told me yesterday, as I closed my eyes and turned away, he said, boy, don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. Ooh, don't fall in love. No, no, no. Don't fall in love. True love that few hearts may see, that knows no boundaries and feels no pain, it's lost in time by foolish tragedy, like these tears lost in the pouring rain. A wise man told me yesterday, as I closed my eyes and turned away, he said, boy, don't fall in love. No wise man told me yesterday, as I closed my eyes and turned away, I just couldn't bear to hear what he had to say when he said, boy, don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. Ooh, don't fall in love. No, no, no. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. Ooh, don't fall in love. No, no, no. Don't fall in love.
I just had a thought. As I was watching the stupid pictures, that daisy was really kind of funny on my shirt. I thought, let's back the pictures up and let's see that one again. There it is. There's a daisy on my shirt. I look silly. I think I need a shirt like this. What do you think? Now there's an eel on my shirt. Get me off of here. There's an eel. I was in Mexico years ago. Puerto Penasco, Mexico, or as Americans call it, Rocky Point. I think it was a moray eel, but yeah, very, very cute looking thing. I really wanted to pet him. He did not want me to pet it. He came out of the water and tried to get me. Oh, look, there's a granddaddy long leg. All right, shut up, Benny. Get to work. I had a thought, and let's see if the picture is still, I think, on my desktop here. And I was going to share a story with you, if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to share a story with you. I'm going to shut this off. And it's here. I'm going to hit that one. There's a movie Okay, so a lot of people know who Heath Ledger is, right? This is a funny story, kind of funny story. Everybody knows who Heath Ledger is, and he was an awesome actor, and so sad that he died so young. But I actually saw him back in 1998 before he was really famous. He was popular. He was getting popular in Australia, and there was a. Let's see, I ruined the story now. I think I shouldn't have told you this part of the story already. But I was in Australia in 1998, and my friend Thomas and I were on the beach at Bondi Beach in Sydney, and there happened to be a movie crew shooting a scene from a movie over off to the side, and I walked over, and there was this girl walking back and forth behind the scene. Every time they'd say action, she'd walk across the scene. And I went over to talk to her because I didn't want to bother them. You know, they'd probably say, "Hey, get out of here! You know, we're shooting a movie. Leave us alone." So I went to talk to her, and well, you know, she was kind of cute. And I was kind of young, and she was kind of young. And I was thinking, "Hey, you know, I'm in Australia, and you know, I don't have anything else going on. Hey, what's your name?" And I was trying to get her number, but every time I tried to get her number, the stupid director would say action, and she had to walk. She was an extra, and she was walking across the scene. Behind Heath Ledger, who was sitting there. And as I'm watching this scene, them shooting this scene, I'm thinking, he was such a terrible actor. I mean, this kid, look, I mean, it was terrible directing is all I got to say, but the whole scene was he was sitting on the beach, and he was just kind of giving this pouty face, and he's looking out to the water, and he's just kind of looking around, and was terrible acting. But I think it was just terrible directing. And, you know, maybe Heath Ledger hadn't grown into himself yet. He was still really young at that time. Teenager, of course. But I was talking to this girl, and I was trying to see if I could get her phone number or meet her afterwards or whatnot. And every time I'd start getting close to asking her, the director would say action, and she'd have to take off. She'd say, "Oh, I gotta go now." And then she'd come back, and we'd talk some more, and then the director would say, "Okay, action," and then she had to take off again. It was annoying the bejesus out of me. She's really cute, but you know, long time ago. Anyway, here is a scene. Here is a still shot from the movie with Heath Ledger, and the movie was called Two Hands. Yeah, the movie is called Two Hands. If you want to look it up sometime, it's really not a great movie, but you know, it's an older movie. 1998. But anyway, here is Heath Ledger on the beach in Australia. This is a clip from the movie, and the girl in the background was the girl that I was talking to, walking back and forth, and that's all she had to do as an extra. She just had to walk back behind him in the scene when they said action. So it was really kind of funny. Anyway, I saw Heath Ledger on the beach back in 1998 before he was really famous, and that was a frame from the movie Two Hands. So I saw him. I never got to talk to him, but I talked to the girl behind him. Ooh, big stardom, right?
Yeah.
I was right there on the beach with Heath Ledger. Really sad what happened to him later in life, though. He did such an amazing job as the Joker in Batman. Wow, amazing. That's one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen. Well, it is late. I have some more stories to tell throughout the week. I've been compiling silly stories in my lifetime, things that have happened, and the next one I'm going to talk about is a hamster. I had a pet hamster back in the 80s, yeah, early 80s. And I was taking a bus back from Wyoming back to Oregon, and I had the hamster in a box with me, and the hamster got out in the middle of the night. It was running around the bus. It was really funny. I'll tell you the story tomorrow. So come back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And we'll tell stories, and we'll do other stuff, and see if I can't get my bass guitar in front of the green screen with the electric guitar. I gotta stack them over here. It's not really funny, it's really a mess. I get to having a mess with the freaking wires back and forth with all these guitars. Hey, there's Lloyd Johnson, key grip. And there's Sandra from Brazil. You're so welcome, very welcome, Sandra. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for popping in. I hope you've enjoyed the mess I made today. I really didn't do a lot of music. I was chit-chatting too much earlier, but there was a guy that used to come and watch my shows all the time, Brian, and he loved my dad's stories. So I'm going to tell more stories about my dad, because my dad was kind of crazy and did some crazy stuff, and there were some crazy things that happened after he died, even. They were entertaining, I'm sorry to say, but his death was entertaining. So he accomplished that in his life. I don't know how. I don't know how he did it, but hopefully when I die, I'm going to be late for my own funeral. But I'm not going to die, because I have achieved immortality so far. You have a great night too, Sandra. Thank you so much. Wherever you are on the planet, hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, and evening. So peace, love, and harmony. Yay! Have some music. Music, stupid. Where's the studio people? Hey, studio people. Music, please. I keep forgetting to rewind that. I'm gonna click on that. Click on the silly. Now see that cut out. I cannot. This is crazy. Executive in charge of production, D.B. Cooper. He needs to be in charge of transportation, don't you think? Okay, I need more silly names for my credits, so people feel free to shoot me a message and say somebody that needs to be in my credits, because I got people like the caterer is Aunt Jemima. Physicians, Dr. Pepper. Things like that. Set designer is there's Lizzie Borden. And so anyway, read the credits and pop me a private message sometime, and we'll add some crazy stuff to the credits. Add some more silliness, because that's all fun, right? And I'm going to do a video of, as soon as the credits are done, I'm going to run the video of Sammy again for those of you that missed it. So let me put my guitar down. Those of you that missed it, I'll do it now. Everybody, thanks for coming. Love you all. Peace, love, and harmony. Bye.